Hey, you guys have any copies of... So this is something that's always been common in game collecting, especially if you've been doing it for as long as I have. You'll buy a lot of games, or you'll get like a bundle from someone, or a friend will give you their stack of games. And there's always one or two that's just missing their labels, or the labels have been burnt off in this case. So it's always kind of annoying to deal with because there's always been arguments in the game collecting space of what to do with games like this. Some people think that you should leave them as is. Some people think that reproduction labels are okay as long as they have reproduction printed clearly on them somewhere. I have quite the controversial opinion. I don't give a flying fuck what you do with your video games. If they are yours and they are in your personal collection and you're not putting repro labels specifically to scam people and you have no intention of selling them on, do what the fuck you want. Don't let some fucking randos on the internet tell you how you should or shouldn't collect games. Like, that's fucking stupid. The main reason I'm making this is because I thought it would be fun, because I do want to know what the hell's on these cartridges. I could, for all I know, have an Earthbound here, or a Moonwalker, or... Are there any expensive DS games? The Genesis one may have a clue. It has a little remainder of an age rating on there. The DS one, this one was burned by the looks of it, but you can make out the Nintendo seal in the bottom right. And I don't think it was always placed in that location, so you could do like process of elimination to find out what this is. And I have no idea what the fuck this one is. So let's see what's on them. Now, these two I'm gonna try in my Retron 5 just because we don't have to boot the games up. It'll just tell me through the metadata, so we don't have to go through some bullshit song and dance. This one, gonna have to use a DS for because to my knowledge, there aren't any like specific home console ways of playing DS cartridges unless you get one that's modded. Oh god, please don't damage my 3DS. Let's see. It is Zoo Tycoon. That's kind of fun and cool. I now own a copy of Zoo Tycoon that I had no idea that I owned. Alright, this is the Retron 5. It doesn't look like it because I haven't really talked about this since the review. I actually installed custom firmware on this. It's the same firmware that the Retro Freak uses. And the main reason I did that is just because I wasn't a massive fan of the Retron 5's base firmware. If you remember my review, I mentioned that quite a lot. Especially the Super Nintendo emulator. This one is significantly better. I still have problems with the Retro Freak emulators, especially the Genesis emulator on here. I'm really not a massive fan of. Regardless, that's besides the point. Nothing? Let's try that. Nothing? The Genesis game doesn't want to be read, so I'm going to try the Super Nintendo one first. Alright! The Super Nintendo one is Family Feud. Very cool. So I own Family Feud complete in box. It was the cheapest Super Nintendo game that a local retro game store had. So, I now own a second copy without a label. Actually, this is my third copy because the Scott the Woz Return of the Mysterious Game of Crypticism actually had, my version had Family Feud for the Super Nintendo as the game. So this is now my third copy of Family Feud. So that's wonderful. Does it boot? It appears to. I'm playing with an NES controller, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get much farther than that. Yeah, okay. It works. Oh! I got it this time. World Series Baseball! Alright, well none of these games were worth anything. Zoo Tycoon might be, I have no idea.
Welcome to World Series Baseball.
Beautiful. So that was an adventure. Did you find this video to be interesting? If you did, let me know, I might do more. I think I actually might have more cartridges without their labels on them, so hey, maybe we'll do a sequel to this. Until next time, guys, I've been Dan Rock, I'll see you guys later.